The empire has fallen, succumbing to the black ships which have helped it overthrow the previous order the last time around. The shame is unbearable, more so than the feeling of loss left behind by the family members dead in the bombardments and on the front line. Their deaths have been in vain. The war is lost. For the first time in history, foreigners have truly taken over this country. It hurts almost physically to see them wandering freely in the streets, and you retreat to the safety of your house, just to avoid facing the reality of this country's defeat. You surround yourself with its solid traditionalism, and spend your days creating exquisite ink paintings, identical to those that could have been painted by an artist of the same origin hundreds of years ago. You compose haiku about the beauty of the sunsets over the ocean, and the charm of the sakura petals. The small things of utmost beauty going on despite the changing course of history. When you're focused just enough on your art, it seems as if the rest of the world stopped to exist, and it was just you and the traditional craft and nothing more. Nothing that could have been defeated and disgraced. They come and bang on your door the way only foreigners are prone to do. They come into your house, savaging its serenity. They remind you of the shame and of the defeat, and even as you smile calmly, you'd like to bury a knife deep in the chest of each and every one of them. They shatter your peace, permanently. They tell you you are a half-gauge in yourself. And it makes perfect sense in your mind, too. It astonishes you, how you've never as much as thought about that as an explanation for your unusual looks. Your family has been powerful enough to protect you from even as much as knowing, even throughout the war. You've been the lone heir and the first son, and they dealt with how imperfect you were for the position. But now that you know yourself, the shame you've tried to distance yourself from is back and burning you from the very inside. You share half the blood with the Gaijin who destroyed your country and shattered its pride. You want to spill that cursed blood instantly. One of them lingers in the doorway as they are leaving and looks at you strangely with his dark eyes, burning in his pale face. When you sit down to compose your final haiku, a knife already waiting for you at the porch with the perfect view of the sun setting over the traditional garden, you find yourself writing about the beauty of his pearl-white skin. You shudder and proceed to burn the disgraced piece of paper, so no trace of that shameful slip is left before heading to the porch and ending your life, your blood sinking into the polished wood matching the crimson hue of the sky above. He's banging on your door late in the night, having found the courage to go back to your place, and demand an explanation as to why he can't seem to be able to stop thinking about you and of the pride burning in your eyes. His attempt is in vain. Nobody answers, and he's left to his own devices as the thought of how much that pride must have hurt someone of your blood slowly renders him crazy for reasons he can't seem to fathom.